Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I want to welcome you to Pause with Elizabeth Elenor, and it's the start of a new week. Who's enjoying their week so far? I'd love for you to say hello and connect in and let me know how you're going and what's happening in your world, how you're going to create your week this week. Today we're actually going to talk about choices because I was thinking over the weekend about some of the choices that I've been making, and choices are a really interesting thing because they come from our conscious energy, from our conscious mind, and in that process it navigates our world. So we actually have the opportunity to create our reality through our choices, right? It's our conscious mind making a decision as to whether we're going to turn left or right, whether we're going to eat healthy food, or whether we're going to have that chocolate that's in the fridge, whether we're going to wake up and go to the gym like I did this morning, whether we're going to get angry at our kids or go and do some time out for ourselves and pause and relax, whether we're going to have a conversation with our partner and say how we feel about a situation, or whether we're going to get annoyed and angry and sulk or get aggressive. All of these things, these are all choices in our life, and we get to choose. We are the creators of our reality, right? And especially as women of light, we want to know that we're choosing from a place of consciousness. We want to come from a place of our authentic self, and that often can be very challenging if you're coming from a place where you've got a lot of trauma in your world, or you've had a lot of trauma in your world. You don't feel good enough, and you don't feel confident in your life. When you have pain or depression, pain in the body, even physical pain, if your health is not up to par and you're dealing with a health crisis at the moment, all of these things get, our emotional status, our hormones, especially as women, where we are in our moon cycle, and whether we're in a phase of feeling, vibrant and healthy, or we can go through the PMS cycle, like where we're feeling grumpy and irritable and all of those things, and that's another topic all by itself, because I might actually bring that up on a pause another time, because the chemicals that we put into our body make a huge difference to how our hormones are responding in our life, right? So we get to choose. We are very powerful beings. And one of the ways to be a spiritual being is to be conscious and aware of the choices that we're making, right? Because we can have challenges if we haven't sorted out some of the layers that are within our body, some of the traumas from our childhood, some of the, if we haven't forgiven people or understood that everything happens for a reason, and this is just the experience I'm having as a being on the planet. If we don't have some of that in our arsenal or our unconscious, then we're going to just go into default, right? And we're going to start or not start, we're going to stay in that pattern, of just going into default and playing the game and feeling powerless, right? Because when something's happening in your world and you don't feel like you're in control, one of the things that I've really noticed in my Facebook feed, and maybe this is going to be a hot topic, but I've just seen post after post after post of parents, mothers that are just desperately sad about the fact that their children have to go back to school in the conditions that are going on in Australia at the moment, and the fact that the children have to wear masks, and I don't know the other aspects. I haven't been following it, but I've just been watching, and we have a choice. I can see all of these parents, some of them choosing homeschooling, right? Not going to go there. I'm going to stay in my power or my empowered state, and I'm going to make the choice to homeschool. But then there's so many others that I'm like, why don't you stand up? Make a choice. You don't have to do this. So when we go into our default of I'm powerless because I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, or I'm incapable, which is in that situation, I'm incapable of, there's a power that rules over who I am that is negating my choices, then that's when you're in your identity and in your powerless state, and you feel like there is nothing you can do. Well, that's actually not true. In every situation, you can make a choice. I know people that wear masks, and I know people that don't wear masks. A choice, right? They choose. If you don't wear a mask, you're choosing to stand up for what you believe in, and you're choosing the consequences if you get hassled by the police or the shopkeepers or whatever it is. And that's okay, because it's your choice, as long as it's a conscious choice, right? But where are you coming from in that choice is what I'm wanting to talk about today, because when we're coming from our pain, our choices are being dictated to from previous experiences. So our choices are, I choose to, so many business women, so many business people, right? They're out there, they're achieving, they're making money, they're pushing themselves, they're like always on Facebook, they're on doing Facebook lives and Facebook stories every single day, and that's, I'm not negating that at all. What I'm actually saying is, for some, it may be because they've got an identity that says I'm not good enough and I'm trying to prove myself. I've had trouble with money before. I've got financial issues from I grew up in a family where there was no money, for example. So I've got to make lots of money. So where are your choices coming from? My choices this year, two of my most prominent choices are to get fit and to meet my beautiful partner, right? Now, if I had have been, I know from my own healing of my identity and my childhood traumas and stuff, one of the things that I know that I've had in my field before was the feeling of being abandoned and neglected. And so that in other people may have come to the place of, I have to be in a relationship all the time. I know I know many women that once they've stopped one relationship, they've got to be in a relationship straight away, and they just jump into the next one. I remember a girlfriend years and years ago, actually. I was living in Holloway's Beach, so gee, I think this is like 15 years ago, maybe a bit longer, 16 years ago. And I watched her go from one relationship to the other, and all of them ended up being abusive relationships with the men, hitting her in some form, or being really aggressive with her. And I said to her, like, same scenario, different face. When are you going to learn? When are you going to change that pattern? Because it's coming from a place of the identity of needing to be validated. So can you see how choices, when you make a choice, you can be coming from a lack. I lack this, so this is all subconscious, right? I lack this, or I'm not good enough, I'm not capable. This is all programmed into us from our childhood. I lack this, and so therefore I need to fix it. I need to balance it out. I need to get more of. I need to justify myself, and I need to show that I'm worthy. I need to show that I'm significant in the world, right? And so it's actually not a true choice, because it's a choice coming from a place of trying to fix yourself. And so what happens, and for those of you that are my clients, my trusty elastic, right? What happens is, when you're creating, this is what I choose, then you're actually also got your subconscious saying, yes, but I'm not good enough. So I'm choosing this, but I'm not good enough. So I'm choosing this, but I'm not good enough. And see how there's like this discrepancy, there's this psychological tension that's causing a problem in the field. No idea. You want this? But you're not this. You want this? You want this. And so you oscillate between the two, and you never quite get to what it is that you want to create, what it is that you want to, your desires in life. What is it that you really deeply, there's something right underneath all of that stuff that you just would love to have. Happiness is one of the ultimate ones, right? Joy are one of the ultimate ones that you can have in your life. Most people would want that, right? To live the life that they love. And so when you're coming from a place of not being able to have it because you've had challenges and traumas and things in your life that have stopped you from having that, then you're so when you can really go, okay, why do I want a partner? Or why do I want to, for me, for example, why do I want a partner? Well, I've been by myself for a long time. I haven't needed a partner. I haven't needed anyone in my life. I've been really, really focused on raising my children, who are now 27 and just turned 26, and running 2 businesses, and become really successful with those endeavors. And so now I'm like, yeah, I reckon I could enjoy having someone around, and it's a true choice, because I know that I've got a soulmate out there in, those. I don't want someone to fill a void. I don't want someone that's going to bring up my emotional baggage or my dysfunctions. I want someone that has the same sort of, or not so much the same vibration, but someone that resonates at the same sort of frequency, is a match for me, and is ready to have fun and enjoy their life, and has already, established a whole heap of stuff. Basically, I want to have fun with a partner, right? And so I'm not doing it from a place of my chair. I'm not doing it from a place of needing someone. I'm not doing it from a place of I will feel more acknowledged, I will feel more loved, I will feel more fulfilled, I will be able to show the world that I'm good enough, like none of those things, because it doesn't matter to me. Those things have been healed within me, and so I can now go, yep, that's what I'm going to choose. So I'm creating that, I'm making that choice every day. This is, and I'm in search, right? I'm doing the actions that go with that process. You've got to take action on what it is that you want to create. The same with being fit. Turned 50, had a brain tumor a year ago. Went from being a massage therapist for 25 years, and now I basically sit on my butt most of the time, online, and doing stuff with clients and stuff online. And so, my fitness levels have gone down. Now, I don't want to get fit. I don't want to get fit because I don't, I need to feel significant or anything like that. I'm on a mission. My whole thing is that I'm going to be going till 80, 90. Like, I've got a mission of, I'm here to serve community. I'm here to share wisdom. I'm here to wake as many men and women up as possible, right? And so to do that, there's a certain body energy and body health that I require to keep going, so that my brain's functioning, so that my organs are as toned as possible, that my body's looking well, so that I can, present and like I'm not having challenges with my physical body because I'm, stagnant too much. So I'm making those choices because I know what my end result is, what it is that I'm choosing to create at the end of this, at this particular life, right? So I want to ask you, is anything jumping out? How are you feeling about your choices? What choices are you making? Because every single day we make choices. Every single day we're choosing to be a certain way. And I can't remember the complete statistics, so I am going to guesstimate this. At least I think it's 90% of the time we are making choices from our subconscious patterning. And so therefore, we're powerless to the subconscious mind. We are not in alignment with what our true nature is and what it is that we really desire to live on the planet. And so therefore, we start thinking that it's not true, that it's, we start listening to what society says. This is just the way it is. You do have to take your kids to school and have them, vaccinated and masks and all that sort of stuff. You do have to just work a 9-to-5 job and and just wait for holidays, and hopefully you'll have enough money for retirement. You just listen. You listen to what, and you believe what you've been told. And your subconscious has been patterned into this from childhood. It's the way it is. We've all been told, and you know, don't get angry at your subconscious, because all the worldviews, you know, it all started to keep us safe at one stage. You know, if you were a little child and you were, you know, going to run across the road and you got reprimanded, or, you know, got angry, your parents got angry at you, they were trying to keep you safe. That's just the way it is, right? But your subconscious starts thinking, oh, I'm not good enough, or I'm not capable of doing those things, of making those decisions by myself. And so we start listening outside of ourselves instead. We start thinking that everyone else knows what's going on, and we've got to listen to the authorities, which, you know, I'm not, please do not think that I'm saying don't listen to the authorities. I'm saying that there, you know, there's an element of keeping us safe, and there's an element of control out there at the moment, and it's finding the balance. Because just like our subconscious mind that has taken over the way we are, on another level, like the world's collective, the world collective, or the human collective, that subconscious patterning has created us to be in this position and this experience that we're having now, right? And often it's happening so that we can break patterns. We're just going from one pattern into another, and I feel personally that there's going to be two different levels, or two different consciousnesses that are going to come out of this. And so if you're on this page and you're listening, you may be watching on Spiritual Warrior, you may be watching on YouTube. If you are, I would love for you to subscribe and hit the bell so that you get notifications. And also, if you're watching on Women of Light Movement, there is a way of doing seeing all comments or all posts rather than just the highlights. So you can go into your settings and do that so that you don't miss out. We don't spam this page. We share valuable content. So, but if you're on this page, then you are awake or aware of being awake in some form, and you're looking to stay awake, because we can actually go back into unconscious patterning very, very easily if we haven't had the opportunity to clear some of that stuff, clear some of those patterns that are, you know, like, I don't know what your decisions were for this year, and I know that one of the things that I've noticed is that, you know, 10 years ago, New Year's resolutions were a big thing, right? But now it's being conditioned that, like, so many people don't get what it is that they want to create, so people have stopped doing it, and one year just rolls into another, and next thing you know, you're an old woman and you're going, what the F happened? I had all of these dreams as a child and none of them actually came true, or you know, I was half-assed with them, you know, like some of them sort of come true but not quite. We can also condition ourselves to believe that we're happy, right? So where are you at? Where are you at? What choices are you making for your health, for your finances, for your relationships, so important. Who do you choose to show up as? And for your play and fun and pleasure and enjoyment in life. Are you resting? Are you pausing? Are you spending time to yourself? What are your choices? What are you doing to really, like, most of us, like 99.9%, and I reckon it's even more than that, only remember one life at a time. And you may not believe that we have past lives, or other lives other than this. So either way, this is the only life we've got, right? What are you choosing? And are they true choices? Are you moving forward on your road to living the life you love? Or are you in old patterns, listening to the world or the views of others as to what's true and what's right for you? I want you to think about that this week, and just spend some time reflecting, maybe journaling. Put something in your journal and just check it out, have a think about it. We have another 7-day challenge coming up soon, with I'm doing having a guest this time. It's going to be with the beautiful Brenda Rogers, and it will be next month, so we will start advertising or promoting that very shortly in Women of Light Movement Facebook group. So if you're a woman and you would like to join, and you're watching on a different channel, then we will put the links in so that you can check that out as well. If you're a guy and you've listened to this and you're really interested in finding out more, or you would like to work with me, I do work with men, but I do work with men one-on-one. I just run women's groups. I've got a Conscious Creator Mastermind group. There's a few different levels to that, so we've just implemented a really cheap and easy way of being able to work in that, so that it's open for all levels of people, and opportunity is there for everyone. But yeah, if you're a guy and you want to know more, just get in contact with me and I will be able to talk to you. No discrimination here. Though there is a theme of being a woman. I work really well with men as well, but I'm on a bit of a mission and passion to support women to really step up into their empowerment and their intuition, and start being the leaders that they are, because the women are going to make huge difference in this world. I remember hearing that the Dalai Lama said the Western women are going to change the world. So whether that's a true quote or not, I have no idea, but it sounds good. So much love to everyone. Enjoy your week. Take the opportunity just to watch your choices. What are you doing? What choices are you making? And where are they coming from? Are they a true choice or not? Looking forward to seeing you next week. We've got a meetup coming up soon as well. Don't know when that is. I will tell you next week, because I do know that it's not this week. Take care and we'll speak soon.